gather here today as a community for the 2018 Baccalaureate and 9th grade recognition to honor our soon departing 9th graders. Many of you have already begun your countdown until commencement, but we take this opportunity to bask in the most important moment in our timeline, the present one.
I feel kind of like a ringmaster of some really cool traveling circus. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing and talented 9th grade class of 2017-2018 academic year at Cardigan Mountain School. They can breathe fire thanks to the spicy hot sauce available on almost every table in the Commons. They can walk the tightrope thanks to the rigorous academic program here on the Point. But hold on to your hats because their greatest trick is yet to come. What they have in store for us all is guaranteed to wow and impress. Now, we just wait as these young men sitting in the audience before all of us here develop and grow into adults who will one day change the world, make a difference, and perhaps even learn how to swallow a sword or two. But if you're going to do that, be very careful because it's very dangerous and there's YouTube videos on it and the horrible things, so just beware if you're going to try that one. So now it's your turn, 9th graders. And I want you to think, what are you going to take away with you? What are you going to leave Cardigan with? What memories will you hold near and dear to your hearts? Be sure to take some time in the coming days, weeks, months to reflect on your Cardigan experience, as it's different for everyone. And now, before we move on with the rest of the festivities, I want to leave you all with a throwback to my birthday poems from ages past. Before the fun birthday song of today that we know and love, I used to do these birthday poems. And so here's one final birthday poem. It's called My Ode to Cardigan in the 9th grade class. One of my favorite cartoons growing up was the Care Bears because they were all filled with so much love that they couldn't contain it inside themselves, and so they needed to release it from their bellies. Cheer Bear shot rainbows from his stomach, while Funshine Bear projected rays of sunshine from his midsection. As our time together on the Point draws to a close, I'm sending you 9th graders all out special powers that will allow you, like the Care Bears, to shoot hot rays of green and white from your tummies whenever you think long and hard about this wonderful place in Canaan. Imagine that. You're walking down the street and suddenly, bam! Green and white laser beams shoot out of your belly button. How cool would that be? Epic. Congratulations, 9th graders, and thank you all for not falling asleep.
The Dorm Citizenship Award recognizes students who, in the eyes of their fellow residents, have been the most positive, kind, and helpful citizen throughout the year in their respective dorms. Today, we celebrate 3 9th grade students who have earned this recognition. Our first recipient, from Brewster 2, Slater Whitehead. From Fennell, Jorge Castillo Rueda. From Hinman 1, Marcus Chan.
This year's recipient of the Artist of the Year truly embodies the spirit of this award. This student goes far above and beyond what is asked for him in the classroom. He continues to build his skill and knowledge set on both the digital and visual arts, and he is not afraid to break through his own artistic boundaries. By now, hopefully most of you have made your way down and seen the beautiful mural welcoming you to the Living Lab. While there were many hands that made that possible, the student that designed this mural in Photoshop did a digital mock-up of it, did the bulk of the painting, spent many hours under the lights, and was really the driving force behind it, is your 2018 Artist of the Year, Marcus Chan.
Each year, the Cardigan Mountain School Music Department has the honor of recognizing a student whose hard work and dedication to music at Cardigan is demonstrated not only in individual musical development, but in the effect his presence at Cardigan has on his peers. The student we recognize today has been an active member of the music department since his very first days at Cardigan, taking private lessons, playing in the ensemble, singing in the concert as an 8th grade student, and lastly, as a founding member of Cardigan's jazz band. For him, becoming a better musician by himself was not enough, and he leaves behind a legacy of musical excellence as well as the peers he inspires to continue to achieve musically next year. Congratulations to outstanding senior Taehoon Lee.
The Golden Hammer Award is presented once a year to honor a student who embraces the ideals of the woodworking program and who develops a true spirit of craftsmanship for the work that he produces. The student creates a detailed scale drawing, calculates the materials needed and their costs. He then cuts out all of the components, assembles them using a variety of gluing and clamping techniques. In the process, mistakes are inevitable. A student must figure out ways to correct or hide those mistakes. New tricks are learned in the process. Several days of sanding are followed by staining and finish coating, more sanding, more finish coats, until the final outcome is achieved. It's a long process, but it's really so valuable. You have a desired objective or an outcome, and what steps are there from beginning to end, and you got to envision those as you go along, and you need to think about them at the beginning in order to have them flow evenly from start to finish. It's really hard for me to select one boy and one project because you guys have created so many really wonderful projects this year. This year's recipient is a guy who came to class really focused every day, knew what he wanted to do right from the beginning. It was an elaborate project. It took many, many steps that he didn't know about at the beginning, so he had to learn the processes along the way. He had several mistakes that he encountered along the way, and he had to solve those and come up with different strategies to come up with the completed project that he ended up with. This year's recipient is Matthew Hines.
The Cardigan Mountain School drama program strives to be as inclusive as possible, to provide many students and community members with the opportunity to try their hand at being part of a show. We ask that you show up, that you give up some of your precious time, and step up with courage and stand before your peers to present your best work. This 9th grade class has answered that call admirably. So it is a little counterintuitive to single out just one of you for recognition when nearly a third of your class, 30 or so of you, have appeared or participated in at least one show. Half as many have appeared in multiple shows, once again demonstrating your leadership as the senior class. Above all else, I honor that, and I am grateful for the participation of the great class of 2018. But today we recognize one from this class, and just like casting, there is a great deal of back and forth, weighing the possibilities, but to move on, one must make a choice. So the 2018 Drama Award goes to a performer who got involved in the program the moment he set foot on campus, and he's been in every show since. His enthusiasm, energy, and strong, clear voice quickly earned him larger parts, and with each new challenge, he delivered. His passion for theater and his dedication to developing his skill in the dramatic arts will certainly contribute to his next school's theater program. This year's recipient is Colin Rosado.
Coach Marion worked here on the Point as the athletic director, a teacher, coach, and mentor to everyone in our community for over 47 years. He was the kind of person we hope all of our boys will grow up to be, as he was always looking to help the other fellow first. Coach Marion always had a smile, an encouraging word, a steadfast presence of integrity, work ethic, and dedication to his family, his friends, and the school. The plaque that hangs in the Marion Athletic Complex reads, the James N. Marion Sportsmanship Award, awarded to the student athlete in each grade for their enduring athletic sportsmanship, who in the eyes of the entire coaching staff best embodies the true spirit of the Cardigan Mountain School Athletic Program. The 2018 James N. Marion Sportsmanship Award for the 9th grade goes to James Green.
The Addison Writing Award for Creative Writing has been around since 1962, has been given since 1962.
And it is the honor of the English department to present it, and I on behalf of the English department. This particular honor has been awarded, as I said, since 1962, and is presented to the student who has been identified as the most capable and effective writer in the 9th grade this year. Over the course of this year, Mr. Hart and I have had the honor of teaching some very capable writers. Together, we have selected the following student whose portfolio of written work in both poetry and prose has impressed us as the most clear, engaging, and effective use of writing over the course of the 2017-18 academic year. It gives me great pleasure to honor today Colin Rosado.
The Scholastic Recognition Awards are given to those students who have excelled in an area of study. Teachers from each grade level, and today representing the 9th grade, had the difficult task of narrowing down the list of qualified and deserving students to just one winner per subject. The scholars who are about to be called up earned high marks. However, they're being honored today for their passion, their dedication, and commitment to learning. Boys, if you are called, please come to the stage to receive your award from Mr. Capro. For English, Jason Lee. For Math, Gary Huang. For History, Joe Roberts. For Science, Samuel Choi. For World Language, Alan Saar. For ESL, Santari Kautiva. And for Peaks, Hector Villarreal.
As we near commencement and celebrate the success of our students today, particularly our 9th graders, we also want to recognize the tireless work of a number of faculty who will be departing the point at the end of this year. I'd first like to recognize a group of faculty that have been here for a period of 6 years or less. The educators are Mr. Ritalini, Miss Murray, Miss Levine, Mr. Burnham, Mr. Butenmuller, Mr. Solms, Mr. McGoldrick, Mr. Lister James, Mr. Furlong, Mr. Schreiber, Ms. Narosky, and Mrs. Perfield. Please join me in thanking this group for their service to our students. The next faculty member I'd like to recognize has served our community for 10 years, wearing many hats as a teacher, coach, department chair, and dorm parent. Please join me in thanking Mrs. Hagan for her long-standing commitment and dedication to Cardigan. Also, it is a Cardigan tradition to recognize faculty members who have reached the admirable milestone of 15 years of service. This year, we'll celebrate that milestone and also say goodbye to Mr. Holt. I ask that Mr. Holt please come forward as Mr. Caprow presents you him with the Cardigan chair.
I would like to share some words this afternoon about our dear friend, colleague, and teacher, Mr. Mark Holt. Mr. Holt, thank you so very much for your work, dedication, and service to Cardigan Mountain School. For 15 years, Mr. Holt, you have been the positive, beaming light, the smiley face, the superhero that educated all of us, students and colleagues alike. In all areas of school life, you share kind words, you lend a sympathetic ear, and you push others to be the best that they can be, all while having the best day of your life. Thinking about these comments, I came up with all sorts of funny things to say, but I actually want to be very serious in this moment. Mr. Holt, you truly are a talented educator who puts in the effort each day to model and live Cardigan's core values while encouraging others to do the same. There are countless people present here and also around the world that have benefited from your kindness, thoughtfulness, and contagious positive energy. We all are truly better people because of our interactions with you. Mr. Holt, please accept now from all of your Cardigan family members this beautifully handcrafted 15-year chair. May it forever symbolize your contributions to both the art and science of teaching in all areas of school life. Thank you, Mark Holt, for 15 years of dedicated service to Cardigan Mountain School and a lifetime of associated relationships. Thank you.
Every year, the Blaze dedication recognizes a faculty member who has devoted a tremendous amount of time and hard work for the growth and happiness of the boys here at Cardigan Mountain School. It honors a faculty member who is believed to have shown exemplary dedication and involvement in our community. And the graduating students select the recipient. We as a community are very grateful for all the things this teacher has done, whether that is conducting the spelling bee, organizing the Dudley J. Clark tennis tournament on Headmaster's Day, or running the entire dining hall, all while teaching half of 9th grade. And believe me when I say this, that he has done this for a long, long time. We are truly appreciative of everything that this faculty member has done to change the lives of the boys here on the Point. The Blaze dedication for the 2017-18 school year is Mr. Hart. So Mr. Hart, in addition to the Blaze dedication, we'd like to give him something to remember us by as he takes his schooling to the golf course. On behalf of the entire Cardigan community, thank you. Holy smokes.
Which is thine, for winter snow, for afterglow, when day fades into dreams of gold sword, which we all will strive to keep thy faiths alive, to keep thy faith in us alive. Together we will strive as Cardigan is mirrored in our crystal lake so clear. May we through life reflect thy truths and memories as dear of summer's green, fall's colors bright, of glimmering stars at night. God give us strength to carry on through storm or weather fair, the peace vouchsafed by living here for all the world to share.
Please now join me in prayer or silent reflection. You may bow your heads if you wish. Let us be present in the moment. Let us be grateful for the opportunities we have and the blessings we have received. Let us be thankful for those that guide us, those that can show us the path, one with compassion, integrity, respect, and courage. As we begin to say farewell to the older brothers, let us honor their work and their legacy. Let us show the courage to do what is right, to uphold our own values, to uphold the school. Let us bear the mantle of responsibility. Let us be granted the strength to bear it, so that we may do right by this school, its legacy, and its history. May we be granted the sight to see others in need and to change the things we must, the wisdom to act with humility, grace, and poise, the courage to apply what we have learned and not stand idle. Let us go out now with this mission, our values, and lessons to guide us. Let us show what it means to be from this place. Amen.
Congratulations to the 9th grade students for all of your accomplishments this year. Please join me in giving them a round of applause.